Hello guys, this is Joyce from Joyce Scrappin' 2, and today I'll be making this simple card for Tubular Designs LLC, and I'm using this W+9 stamp set. This stamp set is called Fresh Cut Florals, and I've seen Dawn from W+9 show this technique a while back using this same stamp set, and that's to stamp with the distress markers and give like a watercolor look, really soft coloring, and I really wanted to try that out, so that's what I'll attempt to do today. And this right here is a watercolor cardstock that I cut out of my favorite thing stitched oval die, and this is the Strathmore 140-pound watercolor paper, and I wanted to kind of create this vase, and I could not find a vase stamp anywhere in my stash, so I went ahead and just grabbed something that kind of uh, looks not a rectangular, but this is kind of like the Chinese takeout cup, and what I'm doing is I'm just outlining the lines, and I'm gonna kind of create, I guess, kind of like my own vase. And then I'm going to use the pumice stone here and kind of bring out those colors out a little bit more. Later on, I will make this a little bit more darker as I continue on. But after I finished this card, I did finally find a vase stamp, so I'll probably try this again. So I'm using this abandoned coral, and I grabbed one of the stamp here, and I just kind of, as you can see here, I'm using the brush tip and just putting it on the stamp, and then I'm stamping it down, and then I'm using this tiny brush, and I'm just slightly bringing out the colors, kind of mixing it a little bit like so here, and I'm going to continue to do this so that I can kind of create these flower arrangement in this vase bucket looking thing. So I really had a lot of fun doing it. So I actually grabbed several of the different stamp sets, and this is one of those building stamps. So you can create a lot of different looks with just one stamp. So here you can see that I kind of stamped out the leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and just build different layers of colors. So this right here was, I believe, I don't think, it might have been a squeezed lemonade, but I didn't really like that, so I kind of fix the colors here and there. So I have the abandoned coral, and then that purple is, I believe, I'll have all the colors in the descriptions below. And there's a lot of different tiny florals like this on the stamp set. There's a lot of different layers. So I came back and I kind of finished it off, and I'm grabbing some of the more defined shapes of the stamps, and I'm kind of stamping it in a darker color, just so that there's a slight contrast right there. And I believe this is a pickled raspberry, and I also grabbed this little dot, and I'm putting some dots here and there in the center of the flowers, and some just random. So I really like the way this turned out. I didn't film the entire process, but I do want to do this again. So the next one that I'll record the entire process. So this was my first attempt trying this out. So it was really fun, and you can create a lot of different looks using just this one stamp set. So I have a top folding card base here. It's a smoky slate. This is a Stampin' Up's cardstock, but it's a very light gray. And also I found another design paper here from my stash, and I kind of made a curve at the end right there. And I'm going to go ahead and just attach that right onto my card base, and then putting some foam adhesive on the oval. But before that, I'm stamping the sentiment from the same stamp set right at the bottom. And I'll add some baker's twine. I'm thinking, should I add it or should I not? I'm kind of debating. But first, I'm just going to go ahead and use my ATG and adhere this part to my card base. So I stamped that thank you right at the bottom. Excuse me. And I'm using We Are Memory Keepers corner chopper. This is a 1/2 inch corner rounder, and I rounded the bottom corners, and I'm putting some foam adhesive on the watercolor oval, and then I'm going to just put that right on top. And then I grabbed this red glitter heart that I die cut, and I added some glossy accents to kind of create like the enamel look. And this finishes off my card for today. So I kept it very simple because I just wanted to try out this technique, and I've added some glitter. That's the glitter stickles, and I just placed it, rubbed it on top of the flowers. So I thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.